Welcome to another installment of FlyPaper Academy. My name is Nick Fredericks, and in this video, we're going to walk through the process of being invited to a daily project, how to set up your account, and how to fill out your daily, both on the web and on our mobile app. All right, so I'm in my email client, and I've received an invite to FlyPaper. This is what the invite will look like. It will tell you the project name that you were invited to and the role that you were invited as. So typically for a subcontractor, you'll be invited as a collaborator, and that just gives you some specific types of access to the application. So I'm going to click sign in. And if I have never signed in to FlyPaper before, I will click on the sign up tab. And this is where you can sign up with Google, Box, Apple. If those accounts you have are the same email address that you were invited with, then you can choose one of these. In this case, I'm just going to sign in just with an email address, and then I'm going to set a password. So my account that was added was andrew@flypaper.tech, and now I can set my password to whatever I want to set it to. So I'll just choose a password and hit sign up. And what that's going to do is it's going to create my account. And because I was invited to a project by one of those project admins, I have been brought all the way to step number 4 of the FlyPaper onboarding, because you don't need to fill in, which hub you're going to be working in and which project you're going to be working in, because the application already knows that because you were invited to a project. So we're working in the FlyPaper Technologies hub. That's the company that owns all the projects within it. And then I am working in the demo project. From here, you have a few different options. You can go straight to daily. You can go to our documentation. You can just close this window. It'll bring you to the dashboard. Or you can click on this pick a time, which that will open up another window for you to schedule some one-on-one counseling if you want to. I'm just going to click on go to daily. And that's going to bring me straight to the daily for today's date. So today's date is February 20th. It's on Tuesday. And you can see that in my work logs here, there's no records here. And for one of the reasons of that is that currently there's a filter applied that is only going to show me work logs that have been written by me. That's kind of the default filter that's built into Daily so that you don't have to look at all of the other work logs written by other contractors. If you want to see the work logs written by other contractors, you can click on the X right next to that filter. And now I can see a couple different groupings down here. So you can see that underneath Concrete LLC, there's a couple different work logs written here already. And underneath FlyPaper Technologies, there's a few written there as well. So that's how you can review other work logs written by other people. And you can also add those filters back whenever you want to. So you can filter by maybe your author company or who's written them. So you can say like author equals, and then you can choose any of the email addresses here as well. So you can filter these out if you want to. So I'm just going to remove all my filters. And now say I want to make a work log so that I can fill out my daily. All you have to do is click on Add Work Log. You can see that it's pre-filled it in with my company's name. So my company is Electrical LLC. And now it's just asking me to fill in a crew size, some crew hours, and a description. So you can fill those things in right here. So if I just say, I had 4 guys and they worked for 8 hours and they ran conduit in area A. I could do that. You can see that there was a spinning indicator down here, and now it is green. And what that means is that it's been saved and it's ready to go. So that's it. I have now filled out my work log for this day. If I scroll down here now, you can see that there's now a new grouping here, and that is for Electrical LLC and all the work logs that have been written there. If I need to make additional changes to that work log, all I would have to do is come into here and I can just edit it right here. So maybe it was actually area B and I needed to change that. That's as simple as it gets to add a work log to a day. If you do have multiple crews, we suggest filling out individual work log per crew. So if you have a couple different crews that are working on your job, you would click on add work log again, and then that would give you a second work log to be able to put your information in. And that's it for the web interface for filling out your daily. When you come here tomorrow, this daily will default to the next day. So I'm just going to show that real quick. So if I go in here and I choose, the 21st, because the 21st hasn't happened, you'll see a create a daily. Only one person on the project has to do that. So it's possible that you'll come to the next day and you won't even see that button. You'll just get brought to that day. And you can see that down here in your work logs, your previous work log that you wrote the previous day is here already. So you do not need to hit add work log every day. Your work logs roll over from the previous day to the next day with blank information here. So you can see that there's the crew size, crew hours, and the description are not there. However, the blank version of the work log is there. If not a lot has changed, you can click on the down arrow there, and that gives you access to this rollover button. What that does is it allows you to take all of the information you wrote from the previous day and bring it into the current day. So if I choose that, it tells me that the data in this work log will be overwritten from the data from yesterday, the 20th. So if I hit rollover, you can see that it's pulled in my crew size of 4, my crew hours of 8, and my description of ran conduit in area B. Now you can make changes to that if you want to. You can just come in here and you can change those hours. You can change that description, whatever you want to do. So maybe they only worked for 7 hours today. Now I've got that filled out. Couple other things to point out about a work log is that there is a toggle up here. What that is if you want to mark a work log as being impacted by any type of weather delay for that day, you can check this box. And all that's going to do is allow reporting based on whether or not a work log has been marked as being affected by weather that day. So that is the process of adding work logs, which you only have to do one time, or if you need to add more crews, and also rolling over your data from a previous day's work log to the current day. After that, you can go to the download button and choose a PDF report for that daily. At any point in time, you can download this report. So if I click on that, it will process and provide me a download. So if I do that here real quick, if I open that daily up, you can see that, on this day, the only work log that was filled out with any information was that one that I did. So it tells you that, we ran conduit in area B, we worked for 7 hours and there was 4 people. So that's 28 labor hours. And it tells you what the weather was at various points in time. You will see all of the work logs here, so it will be broken down by contractor here if there were other work logs written in this project. You can also download a weekly report and a monthly report that will give you kind of some subtotals and some different totaling of the man hours over those different time periods. The last thing that I will mention about adding your work logs here is that you can also add attachments to any work log that you have. You can see that there is a large drop files here to upload. That is found either by clicking on this attachments button or this show more button. And then you can just click on there and you can upload anything you want. So I'll upload an image here. So it will load. And then it will show you a preview of that attachment. And now you know that that attachment has been added to your work log. When you go to download a PDF report of that day, those attachments will be shown and reflected on that PDF report as well. So if I download this over again, you can see that my attachment is there. This is clickable as well, so that you can see the full image of the attachment as well. All right, now I'm going to show kind of that same process, but in our mobile application. All right, so if you have a mobile device that is an iOS device, you can go to the App Store and search for FlyPaper Daily, and you'll find our app there, and you can install it on your device. Once you've done that and you click on it, you will be prompted with a sign-in page. When you click on sign in, it will bring up this alert. You just hit continue. And then you'll see the same sign-in page that we saw on the web. So I'm going to type in my email address here and the password that we created earlier. Hit login. And then you're brought right to Daily. So it's a very similar view. You can see your work logs that are for today's date. Because I've already created them on the web, they're here in the mobile application. You can see a filter here, which you can change to filter out to just your work logs, to work logs written by other people in your company, or all the work logs. So if I go to all, you can see all the other ones there. And if I go to my work logs, you can just see mine. If I tap on one of those, you can see those same fields that we saw on the web. You can add in crew size, change your crew hours, set your descriptions, and add attachments if you want to. So the plus button here allows you to open up your camera and snap a photo. So if you're out on the job and you want to snap a photo, you can do that. And then you just hit save. And that's it. When you go back, you can see that I've added that attachment to this. And you can see that there are attachments indicated that this work log has an attachment with that paperclip icon there. You can also access the weather right here, any notes that have been written about this day, and then all the other work logs here. That's what those 3 tabs are. And you can change the days. So if I can change to another day, right here via this pick a daily date picker. So if I go back in there, you can see that that attachment is there. And that's it. It's as simple as that to use our mobile application. You just log in. Once you're at Daily, you can click on your work logs and you're off and running.